Hi, I'm Derek Melber, Technical Evangelist here at Manage Engine. In today's video, what I want to do is I want to discuss with you how you can set up, using AD Audit Plus, the ability to track key groups and when those groups are modified. Now, we all know that when a group is modified, we may or may not be aware of it because someone else that has the ability to change the group could change the group. So inside of AD Audit Plus, what we want to do is we want to track some of the critical groups to ensure we know when this group has changed. Now, inside of AD Audit Plus, we have some predefined reports. Actually, we have a tremendous number of predefined reports. So everything on the left-hand side over here are predefined reports. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here to our Modified Administrative Groups report. And here you can clearly see that I have some information regarding when and what changed for some particular groups. Now you can see that I have enterprise admins and domain admins and some other admin groups. But what I don't have here is my financial managers group. And I need to be tracking this group because this is a critical group for my organization. Now that group isn't on this particular list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to my configuration to define what is considered to be a critical group. So if I come here to my group modification, you can see I have my modified admin groups. I can change what group is determined to fall under this category. Now here you can see my default AD groups and even my HR managers, which has been added before, but what I don't have here is my finance managers. So I'm going to come into my possible options here and I am going to add finance managers into this particular profile. Now what this is going to do is it's going to link my administrative groups that are being modified to include financial. Now I'm going to come down here to Active Directory. I'm going to go to my financial managers and I'm just going to modify this group. So let's say that I add in Derek to the group. Now, once I've done this, that information is actually tracked, and it's tracked into the database for AD Audit Plus. But what hasn't happened yet is the fact that I haven't been updated of this particular information. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to specify that I need to gather the information out of the database. You can see that it runs every 2 hours, and I need to gather that information now. The reason I want to gather that information is so that now when I do an update for this group and its report, it's now going to say that financial managers have been updated. So here you can see it's very easy to control which groups you are going to manage. Now, of course, we're just looking at groups here, but you can do it with any of the Active Directory objects. So at this point, what we've done is we've looked at the predefined reports, configured some of those reports and some of the configurations to add additional settings such as financial managers. But what if you want to be notified of one of these changes? Well, that's where our alerts come into play. And our alerts allow us to configure when we're going to be notified of particular things that have changed. So here you can see that I have some different trouble alerts that have been flagged, maybe for financial managers or whatever that is. But what if we want to not only have a graphical interface of an alert, what if we want to be notified of an alert through email? Well, here we can come to our alerts and we can edit the modified admin groups. And you can clearly see here that it says the severity is trouble if there's a group that's been modified that fits into the admin groups. But I can also basically configure these alerts to hit certain thresholds. So if I have one event occur, I want this thing to show up. Also, I can email myself or email anyone else on the team so that if this particular group changes, and of course, admin groups are so critical, we want to know if they change, we can set up an email so that now when a particular group that falls under the admin groups, and again, we can configure whatever we want here, changes, we're going to be notified as such. So as you can see, AD Audit Plus is an excellent tool for configuring additional tracking that you want to make for certain types of Active Directory objects, in this case, administrative groups. This has been Derek Melber for Manage Engine. Thanks for watching.